Wake the fuck up!
All right. 14 now, right?
Dan, I don't keep
You
track
want to double
anymore.
check? Okay, we're on the next episode. The one after the last
Yes,
one.
that's what we need to we're just
I'm
on
gonna
the
stop
next.
doing numbers because we've now passed the point that I thought we were going to get to, which is great.
Really?
Yeah. No, I thought maybe 5 or 6, and then it was it. But no,
Wow.
we're. I'm sorry. Okay, we tried it.
You
We
know,
tried it before. We were a lot younger, I guess, but
dude, there's like some science or something that it's like once you do something so many times, it becomes a habit.
Yeah, true. No,
And I
no
don't
matter,
know what the science on that is, but
No matter how busy we are, we always squeeze it in. You had work today, and I went out to brunch earlier, but we made it work.
we're here. We're recording later than we usually do, for sure.
That is true. A night recording for all you night owls. I wouldn't be one.
Well,
of
they
you.
still get it. They still get it at 8 a.m.
Yeah, no, yeah. You're listening
But like,
to on the ride to work, or maybe in your sleep.
I
You listen to it however you like. We tried the white noise thing at one of the end of the episodes. That's what we talked about. That at the beginning of, I think it was 11 that we recorded, because that was where we had all the slip ups. We literally said we were in the wrong episode the whole time, and I had messed it up
Right.
like twice. But anyway, we talked about it in a deleted scene about how now we can do callbacks because we've established ourselves now, correct?
we're far enough in that
Yes.
there's things to call back to.
So we
Yeah.
did do the white noise outro, so I don't know if anybody plays that on loop, like the 10 seconds that we did. I think the callback that we did, though, was we were talking about toasters for some reason and talked about how I still have not... I'm going to throw out that toaster. I'm throwing it away. It's too dirty.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's growth. Good for you.
I got to take
Holy
my...
shit!
I
Can't believe you kept that.
my cardboard. In case anybody doesn't know, I have a terrible habit of keeping a cardboard corner where I have all the cardboard from anything that I've used that is large and like can't really be thrown away. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I need to break it all down and toss it in my car, and then I can drive over to the Wine and Spirits parking lot because they have a one of those big things where you can dump your recyclables, your newspapers and all that junk. So take my cardboard over there and show my growth as a human being. Also showing my growth, got to make a PSA. I'm buying my own Girl Scout cookies, so if you or anyone you know, perhaps your own kid or a family member is selling Girl Scout cookies anywhere in the Fort Dodge area, willing to travel up to a half an hour, surrounding areas, Webster City, a Gowrie hometown boy, so you know I'm always okay with going back and supporting a local hometown Girl Scout, but I will be paying top dollar for an immense amount of Girl Scout cookies. So I like to.
Dude,
you gotta stock up on them.
Let me stop and backtrack you there real quick.
Yes.
You stated earlier in the podcast around minute 2
Around minute 2.
that
Thanks for the
you
time.
had a cardboard corner.
Yeah,
That is not the case. You have
Okay.
a cardboard room.
it's a cardboard.
An
kitchen,
entire
actually.
room.
Not,
yes.
not the cardboard kitchen, like the cardboard dining room. I don't need
Yeah.
a dining room because I'm living on my own. I have a
That's
roommate for another
fantastic,
few
but
months, I
that
don't-
doesn't mean that you make it a cardboard box room.
I know, but it was just a spur of the moment. I moved in, and I put all my boxes there, stuff I bought since then, Black Friday purchase of the big TV, and other stuff in between is all over there. So
You said it was a spur of the moment thing when you moved in, Dan. Can you remind me how long it is that you've been moved in?
July, so we're over the 6-month mark. which
So
is a
nearly
nice
half a
milestone.
year.
Yeah.
Over half a year, actually.
It was a
You've
spur of
had
the
an
moment.
entire room.
No, it was a spur of the moment thing that I just put it all over there. So now, like, it's just an immense amount at this point.
Yeah, you're going to be on Hoarders.
No, I'm not. You know how clean the rest of my house is? Moderately.
No, Dan, I've also been in your room.
Well, my room is my sanctum. Nobody goes in my room. That can be dirty if I want it to be. I'm a 22-year-old guy. Cut me some slack, huh? All right.
Sure.
Thank you.
You win.
Okay, but to touch home on that point again, because I really want to hammer it home, I need my Girl Scout cookies. If you or anyone you know is involved in the Girl Scouts and selling cookies, let me know. This will also be going into a Facebook post, I promise you. I'll put it out when the episode, that's what they're called, this episode releases. That'll be put in the Facebook post. Would you like to touch upon our shoehorning of Logan into this episode by talking about the large argument? Not really argument.
Oh,
debate.
I would love to talk about this, Dan.
Infinite monkey theorem.
We were discussing there's an idea called the infinite monkey theorem. And let me get the official Wikipedia definition of it, because there were some dissents on what exactly the infinite monkey theorem implies. But
you really have
okay, yes. Logan was right. I messed it up. The infinite monkey theorem states that a monkey hitting keys at random on a typewriter keyboard for an infinite amount of time will almost surely type any given text, such as the complete works of William Shakespeare.
So,
in fact, the monkey would almost surely type every possible finite text an infinite number of times.
Yes, and your and Logan's stance is that since there is the infinite amount of time, it's literally endless, that at some point, just since there's no boundary for it, that you guys believe it would happen, correct? Like it's at
that
least,
we know it would happen, right?
Yeah. But my stance is that there is no way. My initial stance was I understood it as that monkey would type every word just in any order, like eventually, like they would have every word typed up in some form. So that would be every single word. But it's actually like they would actually end up typing every single word in order.
Yes.
Nothing in between the words. That's
exactly
not supposed
right.
to be there. Yeah. And my belief was that could never happen because I don't see a world in which a monkey, even with no boundaries, it is boundless. His time at this typewriter, that he would not be able to put every single word in order in every single work known to man without making a mistake at some point. And we argued about this it had to be
no. Never did I say he would not make a mistake at one point.
No, like I know he would make a mistake, but I mean he wouldn't make a mistake in the writings, like in the works. Like,
no, eventually he wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. You guys are saying it. Yeah. And I'm saying that couldn't happen. Like no amount of time, even if it was limitless. There's no way that he wouldn't like make a mistake after like each sentence, if he could even get a sentence.
But eventually he'll get it.
No, there's no way. No.
I don't know what to do to convince you, Dan.
Maybe a Seuss book. Maybe a Seuss book or two, but that's it.
Every single person I have talked to that is not you believes this and like accepts it as truth. But you, for some reason, will not accept the fact that this is a thing.
I did have Marissa on my side for a little bit, but I think she went over, didn't she? No, I think it was. So, yeah. I think it was. She thought it was extremely stupid that we spent that much time and got that deep into it. So
she probably got tired of hearing.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Guess. Was she was on my side, and then they presented more material, so she got iffy, and then she was like, "Why do I even care about this?" Which fair,
true.
But if you guys have got any takes, we've already spent enough time. We spent like an hour or two just going off about it. I might put up a poll about it after the episode releases. But if you want to engage with that, or just comment on our episode posting of this episode and let us know what you think. Whether you think the monkey wouldn't be able to do it, would be able to do it, or if you're on Marissa's side and just think we're absolute idiots for spending as much time as we did. We would love to hear about that too.
There's a right answer. So.
Okay. All right.
Also, just for the record, even if you're not invested in this, go on to Google and look up Infinite Monkey Theorem, and there's a really funny picture of a monkey with a pair of glasses sitting at a MacBook.
I do remember you showing that to us.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. And he's just typing away, dude. He gets it.
Typing away.
And eventually he's going to type every single org known to man. So I just think that's pretty cool of him.
Well, another week does mean another episode of our podcast, obviously, but it also means another episode of Peacemaker. Sorry. I don't know why Peacekeeper keeps getting in my head. Anytime we talk about this. We've been talking about it for, 5 weeks now? It's been going on?
Yeah.
5 or 6? But
now, Dan, I'm gonna save my thoughts on this, because are we gonna do a spoiler cast?
That is true. Yeah, I guess we could introduce that. We'll do a spoiler cast. If you're keeping up with Peacemaker, the last week or maybe the week after the last one, probably the weekend after, right? Is that what you want to do?
What? It would be that'll be our episode on the 23rd, because there's 2 episodes left.
Okay.
And then we'll record right after that goes up.
So, February 23rd, I mean, we did it with Spider-Man for a whole episode. I think we could do it with Peacemaker.
We'll do it for the whole episode.
Pigeonholing and some Suicide Squad stuff. So, if that's something you're looking forward to, that'll be coming out, like Parker said, on the 23rd. If not, you could still play it for white noise in the background, but I suppose you could skip that one and listen to the next. Or listen through your old favorites, now that we've been dropping some breadcrumbs from the woods.
6 episodes into the 8-episode season, and it's probably the best superhero show, so just watch it and then listen to the cast.
It is very, very good. I think I could get behind that.
It's real good.
It is quite the show.
Anyway, Dan, I got a good one here to talk about.
Yeah, you got a hot topic,
a hot topic, Dan.
Nice. All right.
What if I told you that there was a duo, a band, sort of, and they just dropped an album last year, and it's fire, right?
Yeah.
And what if I told you then that duo is coming to Fortnite?
I would say it sounds
AKA
like
Silk Sonic.
Yeah.
Is coming to Fortnite.
Oh, I remember
what the hell?
seeing that. You sent it to me. I remembered seeing that. Yeah, I had seen it already, and then you sent it to me, and I was like, so it is real. I thought maybe I was sleep deprived and woke up in the middle of the night and saw it or something, or saw it right after I woke up, and it was some sort of fever dream or just something terrible. But no, yeah, it's real. Yeah, Bruno Mars and Anderson, Paak? No, I think it's Paak.
I think it's Anderson .Paak.
Is it Paak?
Okay.
So I think it's Paak because I don't think it would be Tupac. But Paak, whatever his name is, he makes great music. Silk Sonic going to be coming to Fortnite. Can you imagine listening to such hits as "Leave the Door Open"? I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to look them up.
Wow,
I loved this album too.
Skate, Blast Off. There's so many good ones.
Put on
Blast
a smile.
rocks.
Put on a smile would be sad. That would be like after you take an L. Put on a smile.
Right. Yeah, you got to put on a smile because you're trying to smile.
Fly Is Me would probably be a good one. That one's got a good groove to it. Some fun.
So here's the question, Dan. I'm trying to think of how to word this. How deep is too deep? How deep is too deep of a cut for Fortnite to make a skin out of them?
We're not getting too deep. That's not a thing for them. Next, you're going to be able to play. You can already play as Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You know, that was a big one.
Right.
When's Garfield in the game? Huh?
Garfield.
It's
only a matter of time.
I want to be able to throw lasagna at people.
Well, because here's the thing: is like before, it was like mostly like fictional characters, right?
That is
like
true.
You had like your Spider-Mans, all your Marvel guys, your fucking Street Fighter guys, Ryu, Chun-Li, fucking Batman. But now it's like they just got Silk Sonic, yeah. There was let's see. They had Travis Scott before that.
Oh God.
Ariana Grande had a big event.
That's right.
If I remember right.
Yeah.
Ninja's in there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's just I feel like it's really weird to like have these being able to play as real people, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm thinking too deep about a game where you build up walls and shoot some guns,
I dislike the concerts because essentially it's Ariana Grande performing in front of a bunch of 5-year-old kids doing Orange Justice and hitting the chute and doing a bunch of dance moves that I don't know now that they've added. Like is it the gritty or something?
Yeah, do you not know what the gritty is? You don't know how to hit
gritty? No, not really.
Again?
No, I don't know how to hit the gritty.
I'd love to see you hit the gritty, man.
If we get 1,000 plays in a month, I'll do the gritty.
You'll hit the gritty.
I'll hit the gritty and I'll put it on all of our socials and I'll upload it to YouTube.
I'm gonna pad the stats this month.
You're gonna pad the stats?
Yeah, we're getting there.
At that point I would make a kids table TikTok and hit the gritty on that.
Dude, speaking of emotes, can we talk? It's real old news by now, actually, but like it's still funny how Fortnite worked with Time Magazine to make a Martin Luther King Jr. exhibit.
Oh gosh!
And did not lock any skins out of it. Did not lock any emotes out of it.
We are in Black History Month, so this is a good time to bring this up because I think this is when they did it last year. Was like
you can
Black History Month
to. Yeah, it might have been. But like, you can go to the fucking Washington Monument where, like, and like do a take the L. While Martin Luther King gives his "I Have a Dream" speech.
I remember seeing that. And I that was my immediate thought. I was like, this is really, really dumb. That I get the idea behind it is like you're celebrating it and like it has a platform with a lot of younger people to educate on it, but just like the not having the sense to like just make it a cinematic thing, but it actually being in the game where these people are going in with these terrible, terrible skins and doing the stupidest dance moves in front of all this stuff. It's like, are you really you guys really that dumb?
Yeah, not to mention me, Rick Sanchez, and Naruto can all go together. Like,
oh God,
that just doesn't seem right, does it? Like, we've gone too far.
Yeah, no. At that point, At that point, just very bad.
And now we can go with the guys from Silk Sonic, too.
Oh, my gosh.
We got the whole squad rolling out.
Oh, my God. Take Dwayne the Rock Johnson there with Silk Sonic.
Dude, The Rock doing a take the L at the Washington Monument, man.
God.
That's...
There's
so many possibilities.
Very terrible pivot from the disaster that was Fortnite trying to showcase Black History Month and doing a bad job of it to me seeing Jackass forever last night. Not a good pivot, but
what we got there.
Oh gosh, what an interesting movie, huh? I know you haven't.
You say "huh" as if I have an opinion.
It was interesting because I was talking to Logan about it, how I haven't seen a movie like that where it's like it's a Jackass movie where they're doing stunts and hurting themselves. So it's obviously like you're not involved with the plot or anything, and everybody's just laughing. And it's not a big deal if people are loud because, like, it's a movie where everybody's laughing. And it was, I don't know, it was kind of cool. I liked it. The opening scene is always what sets the tone, I feel like. The best one is, I'm pretty sure it's Jackass 2. They're being chased by a bull through a neighborhood. And it's just hilarious to me. I love that. Like, they're jumping through house windows and stuff. This one is, they switch back and forth between all of the guys in it. You know, Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Dave England. They've got some new people. Zach, I know, I remember that name. He's this bigger guy. And then a guy named Poopies. Don't think that's his real name, but it's what they called him in the movie. They're all running around this town that's being attacked by a monster, and the monster is a pre-shot, scaled up, I'm sure, after some editing, penis that's been painted green and has googly eyes and stuff on, like Godzilla. And a fact that I either didn't realize from Jackass or is just more prevalent in this one is there's a lot of genitalia in it.
That's definitely a thing throughout the series, I feel like.
It might be, like a recurring thing. But, yeah, the worst, oh gosh. The most painful thing was they made this guy named Aaron, he goes by Danger Aaron, wear a cup, a nut cup for your, sensitive area, and test it against all these things. One of them was the heavyweight, one of the best heavyweights in, I think it's the MMA, who they said had a punch equal to, I think it was getting hit by a Suburban at full speed, I think is what they said is the equivalent of that force. Got hit by a pitch by one of the fastest softball pitchers in the world, and got hit by, I think, an 85-mile-per-hour hockey puck, hit by hockey pro. I think his name was PK Subban. Hockey fans, please don't murder me for getting that wrong. If I did. If I didn't, proud of myself. And then the last one was they just took a guy with a pogo stick and he jumped on top of the cup with the pogo stick. So very, very off-putting and dangerous stunt, but the rest of them were pretty good. And I think it was just more of like a heartfelt one because it was all these new people who were like, yeah, I watched Jackass growing up because it's like 20 years old. It started out as a TV show. And then, of course, all the original dudes who were like 50 or 40 or, obviously like 20 years older than they were when they started. But yeah, it was an interesting movie. If you like the Jackass movies, I mean, you'll like this one. It's a good movie. Good I don't know, pranks, whatever they're called, pranks and stunts. But did you know all the controversy around that movie?
The controversy? I didn't know.
Bam, I think his name is Bam Margera. He's from Jackass, and he kind of started to go off the deep end. He was doing a lot of drugs and drinking, and so they decided to do this movie. And they told him, they said, I think it was stated in his contract that he had to be 100% sober the entire time they were doing the movie, or they'd kick him out. They wouldn't let him be in the movie, and he didn't stay sober. So they're like, "Well, you're out." So he was trying to sue them just consistently through the making of the movie, and he wanted to get paid for it, and he wanted to be in it and everything, and they wouldn't let him. A lot of people, I think it got delayed a couple times. A lot of people thought that was the reason why, but he was in one stunt. He was like in the stunt. If you go see it, it's the marching band one where they're all in marching band uniforms and use instruments and walk across a treadmill. He's in it. They don't do an interview with him. I don't think he says anything in it, but he's on the camera, in the stunt, and everything. So, but it was a really interesting. I don't know if, I suppose it's still a legal battle. He's probably still trying to go against him. But Steve-O was like the same way. I think he's been clean at least a couple years. Might be 3 or 4 years, but I know he doesn't do any drugs, and I don't think he even drinks. He did like a big lifestyle change. He meditates a lot now. Crazy. But
yeah, I was gonna see it, but like, I feel like the only way I watch any Jackass movie is like if I'm streaming it with friends, you know. Like,
yeah.
That's not one I want to go to the theater for.
That's
so
how
I'm like, all right, we don't got much on. Like, fuck, put on Jackass.
That's how I was, but I was also like, well, I think the reason I didn't ever see him in theaters is because I don't think I was like old enough to see him when the other ones came out, or I just like didn't know about them yet.
That too, but like, I don't know. Just seems weird.
Yeah, I guess
to go in with a weird movie to see in a theater, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I understand. I feel that. Went out for brunch today at Mom and Dad's. Jolene and Dave whipped up some great pancakes, bacon, and eggs. Very nice.
Yeah.
And just gotta wanted to let you know that mom is upset. She says we badmouthed her in an episode. I couldn't remember which one.
Oh no.
But Mom, we love you. Okay.
Mom, look. Don't cancel us. All right. I know it might seem bad, but I apologize. Whatever it was.
So
we'll post a thing in our notes app and everything.
We'll post a notes apology.
We'll do whatever it takes.
What's a nice thing we can say about Mom? I'm gonna put you on. God. Exactly.
Now we're in trouble.
Now you're canceled.
Here, one sec. I know what to do.
She is my mom.
That's so true. She is my mom.
Are you calling her right now?
I'm calling her right now.
You gotta put it up to the mic. Turn it on speaker and put it up to the mic.
Hello.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
Not much. Just watching TV.
Okay, cool. I'm here with Dan. We're recording the latest episode of our hit podcast, Stuck at the Kids Table, right?
Yes.
And he says that you said that we badmouthed you on a previous episode. Is there a specific timestamp you can, or a specific thing that we said that upset you?
It was about my ice machine.
Your ice machine? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I made fun of her
you guys are
had
making fun of my ice machine.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing, Mom, is that you have an ice tray already, right?
Yes.
And if you put water in that and then put it in the freezer, it makes ice, right?
Yes.
So then what's the point of this ice machine?
Because it makes them the right shape.
Makes them the right shape.
Yeah,
it makes them round.
Just buy a circular ice tray.
Too easy.
Okay.
Well, we just wanted to formally apologize for any misunderstanding that might have caused.
I was just
we wanted to ensure that we would not be getting canceled. You would not be bad mouthing us online.
No, honey.
Okay, thank God.
All right.
That's a relief.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, gotta love that woman. Gotta love that woman.
Hello?
Oh.
Yes,
put that one in the we'll
cut that out.
We'll strike this one from the record. Put that one in the files for court cases in case we start to get canceled. She gave us
personally, Dan, I'm relieved it wasn't something that mattered.
It wasn't. No, I knew it wasn't anything bad. That's why I couldn't remember it. Mom will hype you up after we even put you in the episode. How about that? She's gotten Wordle on like the second try so many times.
Really?
Yeah, but to badmouth her then immediately after that, she's flexing it on Facebook. You gotta be just happy
where else is she gonna flex it?
She texts it to me every time she does that.
Yeah? Why wouldn't she?
She's trying to put me down, Parker.
Hey, just because somebody is lifting themselves up does not mean that they're trying to take you down.
That they're putting you down.
And to be quite honest, Dan, I think that says more about you than about her.
Well, okay. I'm also going to start my case against her Wordle credibility. I will read the text exchange we had. I screenshotted the first one she ever did because I told her about what Wordle was and she started doing it. She sent it to me last Tuesday. Wordle, 227, 2 out of 6 tries. I told her, this is definitely fake. She goes, what do you mean? I go, there's no way you got a Wordle in 2 guesses. And then she said, yes, I did. Ask Dad. Well, about half an hour after that, I had a text from my dad that says, we really got Wordle on second try. So she definitely...
A half hour later after that?
She made him send that. But the thing that really... Dad, I guess, kind of outed them because he said, we really got Wordle. So, to me, that means Mom tries it first try, and she gives up after she doesn't get it. And then Dad comes in, picks up the pieces. This is the man who introduced me to Sudoku. He's Superman. He's the funniest man alive, you know? And he's definitely he solves it right away.
You did not introduce Mom with nearly that much enthusiasm. Not even close.
I love them both. I love them both. I think we kind of lucked out in the parental department. We got a pretty good pair. Pretty good pair there. I will admit though, everybody thinks Dad is funny who's ever met him. Am I wrong? Like all of our friends.
No, I think that's true.
And the thing that I've come up with multiple times on why he's so funny is his sense of humor is pure and it's straight from him. In case you guys don't know, Dave Johnson does not have any social media. He uses a flip phone, which I very much envy. I know we've mentioned that before. But, yeah, the man survives strictly off of just phone calls and a few word texts. Usually singular letters if he can. As the sense of you, just the letter U instead of Y-O-U. Or short texts leaving out certain words that are not important to speak. Speak easy, if you would, you know. Or speak good. I don't know.
He knows what needs to be said, and then he just says it, and then it's done.
I think
he's a smart man.
The one that really sticks in Logan's head for sure. If you don't know, the popular phrase coined by DiGiorno that was often used in their commercials, don't know if it still is it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. As if to say that DiGiorno pizza is a step above delivery pizza. And one day, I believe you had friends out to the house. Most of us were still living at home. Dylan might have been moved out by then. I think Josh was still at home. He went to get Casey's Pizza for everybody, which slaps if you've never had Casey's Pizza. I'm sure most of our listeners have, but one of you may have snuck in from a different reason. Very good pizza from a gas station. He goes to pick it up, comes in, puts it on the counter, and he walks in with one box, and he goes, it's not DiGiorno, it's delivery. Which just
banger thing to say.
Yeah.
Banger quote.
He also, most of the time, I think, when he tells his jokes, he doesn't laugh at them initially. He lets it settle in first. And then maybe he'll crack a smile and laugh.
He makes sure that everyone knows it's funny.
Yeah. He
doesn't show us.
There's never a beat, I don't think. I think he tells it and everybody else laughs. But for him, he gives it a beat.
Right.
Which is just insane. I think Mom's funny in a different sense of there's just certain things that she's ignorant about. Most of the times, I think when we come up with a practical joke, we'll play it on her first. As for an example, when we first learned of the up dog joke, I believe we probably did it to her. If you don't know what the up dog joke is, you walk in and say, maybe
I think you
just go, it smells like up dog, and then they go, what's up dog? You know. But yeah, so in that sense, anytime we learn about something like that, we'll try it on her, and she just does not get it, which is very funny, and then she struggles to understand and gets upset because I shouldn't say gets upset. She does the fake upset though.
Dan, you know how we were saying that we needed to backtrack because we were bad mouthing her, and now we're right back to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll backtrack. We do have the phone call from her, the clearance that she's not going to cancel us. So,
thanks, Mom.
We can really dig in if we want, but
phew.
No, gotta love her. There. I will say that when I acted sick when I was in elementary school, she'd always let me go home. That was always a plus. Very good gardener, I'll give her that. Very good cook as well. Oh my gosh, can't believe I left that out. Cooking for five guys and herself, not to mention 4 growing boys, 4 of them. One of them acts like a child still. I'll put that on Dad. There's a dig at him.
Oh.
So we're even now.
Thought you were talking about one of us, and I was wondering.
No. But she's an extremely good cook. Cooking for that many people, day in and day out. Also very good at grocery shopper. I'll give her that. How about that, huh?
She's rolling in the praise now.
I feel like that's a very, very good skill to have, especially when she went shopping with us most of the time. She was pretty stuck to bare necessities most of the time. Every once in a while, like we got snacks that we would ask for, but she was pretty good at sticking to the budget that she would go in with. The budget and items that she wanted. 4 screaming kids with you, not an easy thing to do, you know.
All right, Dan, we got a big event coming up. This is our last recording before the Super Bowl, and look, I don't usually care about football, but the Bengals have made this one a little closer. They have resurrected the thoughts of Harambe.
I forgot about that.
Defensive end Sam Hubbard specifically says we're doing this for him regarding Harambe, which I think last episode we had brought him up again, and he was fresh out of my mind, and then this happened again, and now
Meme
now
culture,
it's back.
Man. It's now drug into the Super Bowl. I feel like that's going to get a handful of viewers, don't you think?
Well, let's not go that far, Dan. I'm still probably not going to watch it.
I think it could get a few people to watch. Just people who might have been on the fence, and then they said something about Harambe, and they're like, "Whew."
They've really been choking the Super Bowl for us casuals, Dan. I tell you what.
Who has?
The NFL, man.
Why do you say that?
Because it used to be, the commercials were like the big event,
Sure,
yeah. I couldn't care less about the football ever, but they showed me funny commercials. I was in. Puppy Monkey Baby, a cultural revolution.
Puppy Monkey Baby
literally was a life changer. And now Super Bowl ads are just posted online a week before. I see them on fucking YouTube when I'm watching YouTube videos, and then I don't get anything special. I don't get any sort of surprise.
That is true. I forgot about that. Yeah, they do that now, don't they?
Yeah.
Spoiler culture, man.
Big
it
time.
Sucks. It's I guess maybe it's not spoiler culture, but it's the culture of just getting everything then, there, and now, right? A lot of people like to get content too for shows and stuff, just immediately in a lump thing, so they can watch it one afternoon. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl this year because all of the playoff games that they've had have been very, very good games. I think they've all been within a TD of each other for the most part. So. And Tom Brady's not in it this year, so it's going to just be a well-rounded team instead of a team with a quarterback who's been around for however many years.
Right.
I think 22 years, but I don't know. I like the narrative of this one. Young Joe Burrow, second year, out with an injury last year, so he didn't really even have a full season. And then Matt Stafford, who was stuck on the Lions for so long. He had Calvin Johnson for for a little while, but I mean now he's on this Rams team with a crazy good receiver in Cooper Kupp, and I mean Aaron Donald on the I think he's whether he's a D end or if he's on the line, but I mean I think it's really cool. I like it. I'm gonna be watching
Dan, you got to be real worried about Joe Burrow in this one though, because in 33% of his playoff wins, Matt Stafford has forced the opposing quarterback into retirement.
Really? Did he?
Yeah.
Did they beat the Steelers? Wait, Steelers weren't in the playoffs, were they?
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, 33%. Okay.
And he's retired now.
Okay, well, whoever they played, if they would have lost, I think that was a big if, was if Tom Brady lost in the playoffs, was he going to retire?
Well, you're talking about these ifs, Dan. I'm just talking about what happened.
What happened?
And that's that Matt Stafford forced this man into retirement. He embarrassed him so badly. He outplayed him so badly.
Parker, I'll tell you right
that
now,
he was forced to retire.
I don't think if Joe Burrow loses, he's going to retire. He's in his second year in the NFL.
The statistics say that there's a chance, Dan.
I suppose there is a chance. There's a chance of it. There's a chance that Harambe will come back to life if the Bengals win. It's a very slim chance, but there's a chance.
Also, Dan, I found it. I found where the commercials went south.
Where?
And I was just scrolling up best Super Bowl ads, and in one of the thumbnails, I see Baby Nut, whom you might remember as the Planters Peanut mascot for a short time. And he is where it all got ruined.
We gonna do this?
He's where it went downhill.
Are we tangenting off onto the best Super Bowl?
We're calling out Baby Nut is what we're doing personally.
Baby Nut, if you're listening,
baby,
we hate you.
Your days are numbered.
Yeah, okay.
Is all I'm saying.
Now it's a threat.
Yeah. Well, because now, is he... Also, can we... They have made this stupid ad campaign where they have these deluxe mixed nuts, right? Mm-hmm. And they're debating whether you eat all of the different kinds or if you only eat one. Which, who cares?
Can't you just eat? Yeah.
Mixed nuts are not a popular enough thing to, have this debate over. Left and right Twix, sure, honestly. You can do that.
Boy, that's
but
a big campaign. It's still
mixed nuts are not a... They're not a popular food, I think.
Wow, what a couple of spokesmen for McDonald's. Old '93 commercial where Michael Jordan and Larry Bird are playing for a McDonald's meal, and I think if I'm right, I'll skip to the end. I think Magic Johnson comes in and eats it. Oh no, maybe not. It ends with them on top of a skyscraper.
They both want it so bad.
Yeah, they climbed up on there. They said whoever falls off. Oh my gosh, do you remember the E-Trade baby?
The E-Trade baby.
The talking baby?
Can you send this to me in some capacity?
Yeah. Here, I'll send it to you real quick on the Discord. He talked. He had a person's voice, and it kind of... You're going to realize it right when you see the picture.
I think you're right. I think I am.
Oh, the Betty White Snickers commercial. They used to have really good Snickers commercials. You Not You When You're Hungry.
Oh my God, wait, yeah.
You remember it now, don't you? For those of you who cannot see it, maybe I'll start posting pictures on... I'm going to have to search for the timestamps, but... It's the little baby had a white t-shirt on, and he had a grown man's voice behind him, and I'm pretty sure he just talks about E-Trade. I think.
Yeah. What in the world? How did I forget that?
Chance the Rapper and Doritos? I don't remember that. Being a Chance the Rapper fan, I feel like I would.
Yeah, see, there's no memorable ones anymore. Puppy Monkey Baby was the peak, I guess.
Esurance had a Breaking Bad. They had a Bryan Cranston in an ad.
That's wild.
What the heck? Oh, I remember that. The Doritos versus the Mountain Dew one. They had Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman. I kind of remember
Yeah, I remember that one as well.
Boy. Puppy Monkey Baby, there it is. It was a Kickstart commercial.
No, yeah, Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Wow. One with Melissa McCarthy. I don't much care for Melissa McCarthy. Bud Light Night. Do you remember that? Remember that
Yeah,
guy?
Bud Light's got some good ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I forgot about.
I can't cap.
I can't believe I forgot about the Alexa one, where Alexa loses her voice and then they have all the celebrities. Like, I guess I get it. It's supposed to be like, oh no, she heard me. I hope my mic picked that up. My Amazon device went off when I said its name. I can't say the name, otherwise it's gonna go off again. E-Trade Baby. Wasn't there like a time machine porta potty one for Doritos? I feel like Doritos was the
Probably.
king. Doritos was the king of Super Bowl commercials, and then I don't think
Doritos was the one that was real good.
I don't think they did one last year, and that really did them in.
Maybe last year was just phoning it in because it was a pandemic Super Bowl.
It could have been. It'd be pretty tough to do.
Companies weren't spending all that money on this like 30-second ad, you know.
True.
Oh, dude, how could I forget the Cheetos one that was so bad?
Maybe I should look that up now too. Just terrible Super Bowl commercials.
It's like this. It was like this. It wasn't me commercial, and like anytime while she was like,
it was Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher.
It was Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. Yes. And
oh my gosh, what an ad, huh?
I don't know, man.
Lil Nas X and Sam Elliott in a Doritos commercial 2 years ago. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but like they're not good anymore. And so like, what am I watching for? You know.
I feel that. Well, I mean, when we were looking for this stuff, I already saw like best Super Bowl commercials 2022 so far. I was like, how
exactly?
What?
How did you guys do that already?
How do you know? How do you know that?
Yeah, but like there's nothing great about it. And so I don't know. Like if it's on, I'm gonna watch it, you know. But like I'm pretty sure I'm working during it anyway. So
I'll watch it. I've got the day off and I've got the day after off, so like pizza, beer, football, the real American dream right there.
What more does a man need?
True. It would be kind of nice to do that. I don't think I've watched it in so long, and halftime's got some artists that I either used to listen to or like am interested in. Like I used to listen to Eminem when I was younger, and I love Kendrick Lamar, so I'll probably watch it, watch the game, and then watch a good chunk of the halftime show. And when was the botched Star Spangled Banner? Was that last year's Super Bowl or was that the NBA Finals?
No, you're thinking about the NBA All-Star Game.
Oh yeah, it was Fergie, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think all the artists who are doing the intro stuff looked like they were pretty good. I can't remember who it is for sure, but they all looked like pretty renowned and respectable artists. So
here's the thing, Dan, that you got to keep in mind about the Star Spangled Banner is that if you do it right, people forget about it nearly instantly.
Oh, that's true.
Like, if you have a memorable Super Bowl or just a memorable Star Spangled Banner performance, it's probably not for a good reason.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing with the national anthem, I guess, anywhere. Like, I mean, What was I even going to say?
How many good national anthem performances can you recall?
Yeah, that's what I mean. All of them are like either wardrobe malfunctions or just like anything that like messed up notes or just whatever happened. Something went wrong and they're memorable. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I saw one a while ago, and it was a guy, I believe he was playing like a saxophone, and he was like really going for some trills on there, and like it's like a taking forever. That's another thing too.
I think that's the thing, right?
You just want to get in, get out, quick job.
Yeah.
If you like are savoring it, like I don't know. Maybe people who have like served have a different opinion, but like I feel like it's almost like them being self-indulgent, you know?
Yeah,
like they want to stretch this out.
That was the problem when Fergie
like,
did it, right? She was doing a bunch of slides and all that. Like I feel like you got to stick to the original recipe and just do it. Too many people get in trouble going for different stuff. Right.
Yeah, if you're like really going for it, you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah, I guess we'll see if anything happens, but I don't think it will.
That's true.
That's why I never did it in high school. That and my voice was too low to be able to pull it off. I think on my own. I like to do four parts, but I didn't think anybody would want to hear a real low version of national anthem.
Yeah, Toad singing the national anthem.
Toad.
A toad croaking it.
Oh, say.
Something like that.
I don't think I'd be able to. Probably, if I sang it that low, there'd be a couple pitches I would not be able to get out.
Yeah, you would lose it eventually.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to make it out.
There's a guy that works in some of the stores that I go to who has a voice that's a little bit lower than mine, and he every time he sees me, we do this thing where he goes, he'll walk up to me and he goes, "Hey," and we just say it back to each other, "Hey."
Just compete to see who has it lower.
Yeah, but we were talking about we started doing, I think it was Yogi Bear impressions. He did a few impressions. He did a Tony the Tiger one that was really good. They're great. But Yogi Bear was... I don't even know how I know Yogi Bear. Just from the Yogi Bear movie that came out?
Yeah, we saw the like crappy CG revival type thing that they did.
I think I've seen a few of the old cartoons. Probably back when we switched TV providers and had Boomerang. Or like, if we got Boomerang every once in a while.
Oh, that changed my life, man. I was super jealous. I remember, I don't know why this was such a big thing to me, but like I was super jealous of the kids who had Disney XD because we did not.
Disney XD.
I was like, dude,
really have any good shows.
I want to watch whatever the karate show was called,
you
bro.
Watch Kick Butowski?
Not Kick Butowski.
You want to watch Kicking It?
I'm Kicking It. That's what it was. Kicking It, and then like Lab Rats was the other one.
I do remember.
And I was
kind of being in Lab Rats
that I could not watch them.
Yeah, Lab Rats was not a bad show for the time it was in. I do feel Nickelodeon was leagues above Disney Channel for majority though. I was a real
of
Nickelodeon
our time,
kid.
maybe.
Yes, 100% of our time. Nickelodeon's gone down the pooper lately, I think.
Dude, when they had Danny Phantom, I loved Danny Phantom. I thought he was so cool.
That was probably peak Nickelodeon. I should look up mid 2000s Nickelodeon shows because there was good ones. Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents. Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Let's be honest.
Literally a life changer.
If you haven't seen it, look them up. Watch them. Probably not now.
Yeah, dude, that's probably why the MCU is so successful with our generation. You know, we watched the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour and we were like, more crossover, and now everything's just a crossover. You know,
Chalk Zone. What
they're
a trip.
all crossed over.
Cat Scratch. I remember seeing that every once in a while. Oh,
Cat Scratch, I feel like, was a dead one quick.
Lazy Town.
We had a DVD of Lazy Town.
Oh, yeah, we did, baby. We also had DVDs of VeggieTales, though. So we were VeggieTales kids from birth.
They have pretty much the same messages, you know.
Not really. Lazy
I
Town
think they're
is
exactly the same.
Exercise, and VeggieTales was religious.
Be energetic in your love for God, Dan.
I will be honest.
That's the crossover message.
VeggieTales does an extremely good job of taking what is just like scriptures on a page and changing it so it's like a story very interesting to kids. Dude, I remember watching the Daniel and the Lion's Den thing, and he's just sitting in the den and he orders pizza for him and the lions. I'm like obviously this isn't how it actually happened, but and like this isn't what the actual scripture says happened, but this is very good way for me to learn it.
It probably skewed my view on it because, you know, when I saw that, I was probably little enough to think that, you know, maybe he did order pizza.
The wires.
he did.
You thought that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego got thrown into a furnace in a chocolate bunny factory?
Yeah, that's where they worked, man.
I think
that's all I know.
I think old VeggieTales will always hold a place in my heart.
Dude, isn't it crazy that the veggies were working in a chocolate factory? Literally, they were making their own competition.
There's a lot of ideas in that show that do not stick. And they usually make fun of themselves. Like the fact that they don't have arms or legs.
Bob the Tomato has got that Sigma male grind set, you know?
That Sigma male grind set.
He thought being a vegetable was too easy, so he started to make chocolate.
That is true.
So that then he'd have competition.
Do you want me
It's kind of incredible.
Do you want me to out myself on my fear, my irrational fear growing up as a child?
Yeah, sure.
I used to be afraid of the Larry that was the Water Buffalo guy and the Water Buffalo song in... Oh boy, I'm not going to look it up. I think it's like, Where's God When I'm Scared? Is the...
Oh, dude, there's someone that's like calling you out right now. They're typing up a comment. They're
no, it's actually this one. It's actually this one.
Actually, this would be in Junior and the Giant Fib is where you're playing this song, actually. This one was released in around 2003 exclusively on VHS and was the first one to be ported to DVD later in the franchise's lifetime.
I'll stay off of
is what I would say if that was the case. You know?
I'll stay off of any VeggieTales message boards just in case they're going to come at me on those. But yeah, no, I used to be afraid of him because he had no eyeballs, and I think it had something to do with the audio too of it. He sounded weird. It used to be called Silly Songs with Larry. I think that one is Horror Songs with Larry. To be honest with you,
Scarring Songs with Larry.
Scarring Songs with Larry. I used to be so scared. He was the thing I thought was following me when you were a kid and you ran up the basement stairs after you turned off the lights. Hopping after me extremely, extremely quickly.
Dude, you know who I had a fear of for a while as a kid?
Who?
Was, you know the Wiggles, right? You were familiar with them?
Yes, I'm quite familiar with the Wiggles.
You know, like their little... You know, the normal guys, like, they were cool, right? Like, I was fine with them. Okay. But they had, like, these little animated versions. I thought they were freaky.
Really?
That's what... You had one guy chasing you up the stairs, Dan. I had all of them little guys.
Had all four animated Wiggles?
All four of the animated Wiggles were coming after me. And they were like these really big heads, like, with... I don't know. There's just like these ginormous head versions. And I was like, dude, what are these guys? Like, these aren't the Wiggles. You know what I'm saying?
Where are the Wiggles?
I didn't know who replaced them with these guys. But like, literally my life was ruined.
Bring them back.
It's like, because I think it was like that freaky early 3D animation, you know?
Oh, no.
Where like it didn't quite look right.
This makes more sense to me now.
Yeah, like I was like, dude, this is, it was scary, and that's why, they scarred me forever. All the freaking wiggles.
So sad. All the wiggles.
Yeah. All of them chasing after me. I would not have been able to outrun them all.
There's so many shows on here that I remember hearing about, but I don't think I ever watched. Like, the characters look familiar, but I know I've never seen an episode. As Told by Ginger. I watched, like, a couple episodes of the Wild Thornberries to know that Donnie was funny.
Oh, dude, Donnie would start saying gibberish stuff, and I was laughing and clapping my hands. You already know. He said that, I was like, yes! Say more! Say more!
Say more, Donnie! You are funny.
And then he goes, and I was like, yeah!
I love Donnie.
He's so funny.
They came from the same gene pool. Him and his genius sister. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy, man.
She can speak to animals and Donnie speaks like one.
Yeah, well, he probably can too. He probably just can't speak to us. You know.
Oh, true. Yeah, it's work in progress.
I wish maybe they did, but I hope at the end of the series they just had Donnie give like some big monologue, like really seriously.
He speaks
about,
the same as Nigel. He's like, we need to protect the rainforest from poachers. And then they go, what, Donnie? And then he reverts back the second after he says it.
Oh. I don't know what overtook Donnie there.
Rocket Power, I think I watched like a few minutes if an episode was on, but then I would change it. Hey Arnold always seemed like a good show. I never watched that.
We never got into Hey Arnold.
We didn't. Kind of sad. Blue's Clues. We used to have Blue's Clues stuff all over the house.
Yeah, we used
to have like a
Blue's Clues big Blue's Clues guys.
Yeah, big Blue's Clues fellas. Were you affected personally when they released like that Steve thing?
No, and I think it's really weird that people were.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I do remember. I remember seeing that, and I was like, I don't know. It's a TV character.
Yeah, I think it's
a children's
weird
show
that
TV
people,
character.
yeah,
I guess on top of that,
like get that attachment to like a person who is not real.
Yeah, a fictitious character. Oh no!
Like good for them, I guess. Though.
Prepare for this to get dug out of the recesses of your mind. I feel like you used to like this show, but maybe you didn't. Well, this will be the last one. Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I did not like this show, dude.
Wait, really?
No, yeah.
I thought you did.
This was when I think it was I just never even really gave it a chance. I just like was in that phase. I was like, this is dumb. This is stupid.
It was a stupid
Maybe I would have
show.
liked it, but I didn't want to watch it. Yeah.
It was a show that was in the new age where it was like boogers and farts and poop and puke and that kind of stuff, you know?
You know, then I probably would have loved it.
Yeah, because you were younger than me at the time. I feel like you would have been like 12 or 13 when it came out.
What do you mean I was younger than you at the time?
I mean, you were always
Was there a time I was older than you?
No. 2009, so you were like 8, dude.
Yeah?
Oh, you would have been going nuts for that.
I don't know, man. I don't know why I didn't like it. I also feel like it was not 2008. Or
2009.
like what, 2009?
Maybe we saw more reruns and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe my sense of time is skewed. I could just be wrong, but
time to go back and watch all the old Nickelodeon stuff. Am I right?
Thought you were gonna say time to go back and watch all of Fanboy and Chum Chum. I was like,
no,
damn.
Gosh, no.
You've got to have something better to do.
I tried to watch a couple episodes of Heathcliff after there's a previous episode drop for you guys too. talked about Heathcliff in one of our episodes. It's in the title. You can find it. I'm not gonna look up the number and stuff. Too much work. Ugh.
If you look up Heathcliff on your favorite podcast platform, we're probably the only person who have ever talked about Heathcliff ever.
Yeah, we definitely are. I think that one was one of them that got extra interactions along with Popeye versus Gumby.
My running theory is that we are the only people who have watched it because Mom meant to buy Garfield, saw an orange cat, and thought that was the one she got.
Yeah, that's the...
And then we ended up with Heathcliff.
That's the grandma goes to buy a Nintendo Wii but comes back with an plug-and-play TV version of the Sega Genesis with like 10 games on it.
It's gotta be, dude.
But you still say thank you because it's a gift and it's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
And when it comes down to it, you are going to play probably a couple hours of Sonic the Hedgehog on that thing, right?
Gotta have a few.
Play a few games till you get discouraged. But I suppose that'll do it for us, huh?
Yeah.
And about the hour
that
mark.
time.
Thank you all for the listenership, and on top of that, the interaction with the Facebook page over the past couple of weeks after we rolled that out. Try to stay on top of it weekly. Give you guys a link to go to the newest episode or just an idea of what came in it. It got a good chunk of interactions, especially on that first day, all the follows and stuff. Of course, you can always follow and subscribe on whatever page we've got your podcast posted to, wherever you prefer, no difference to us. Also appreciate any ratings or likes, comments, anything on the episodes. But yeah, that'll do it for us this week. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday before we get back. Make sure you get caught up on Peacemaker and check that out. Like we said, we'll have a little spoiler cast episode of it the week after it releases the final episode. But that'll do it for this week. Enjoy your week, and thanks.